CVMs here. As you know, we've had this brown nasty gunk growing on top of the sand bed in our 75-gallon tank that just doesn't want to go away. And we don't exactly know what it is for sure. So I set out to microscopically figure out exactly what this stuff was. Not just what people say it should be. It's really just diatoms. It's no big deal. I set out to find out what it is. So here I am. I'm going to take a scoop of this nasty gunk. I'm going to, of course, turn off the power heads. You don't want those on because it'll just blow your sample right off the spoon. Now the spoon has been sterilized and cleaned so that it isn't going to contaminate this, although I'm guessing there's a lot of bad things there, so contamination is what it is. I'm going to put it into this sterilized cup here. I'm going to take a couple more samples from around the tanks to make sure that we've covered the whole tank. We're going to take our sterile swab, swab the nasty gunk. Make sure you get enough on the swab. Spread it gently here on the slide. Don't want to push too hard because then you can break up what might be growing in there so that you can't get an accurate reading on what it is. I'm going to do that for the other sample here too. Now both of these were taken from separate parts of the tank to make sure that it wasn't different things growing in different areas of the tank. So now we've got enough on there. Gently put it on. Put the cover slip on and we're ready to go look at this slide under the microscope. Of course, you've got to put it on the microscope, turn on the microscope, turn on the camera, get the camera set so that we're sure that we can get this video going here of what we're actually going to see on the slide. Now we're actually going to be able to take real live video of what the microscope is seeing so we can see together what these things are growing on the bottom of the tank. And here we are. Here's our first glimpse. There's a big round one here, and there's a smaller one that looks more like a needle. Now, the big round one isn't perfectly round. He's actually kind of got a flat spot. But the smaller ones that look like a needle are perfectly geometrically symmetrical. So that gives those two away. The dinoflagellates, as you can see here, are not perfectly symmetrical. It actually has a flat spot. Now here's a closer up view of one of the perfectly symmetrical ones. That's a diatom. Diatoms are symmetrical always, but the dinoflagellates, as you see here, are not symmetrical. Here's a little closer up view of the dinoflagellate. You can see he's got that flattened side there. He's not perfectly round, but he's definitely growing quite happily on the bottom of our tank, unfortunately. Now here's a different sample. Thankfully we took different samples. This is the second sample that we took, and as you can see, this is a different thing growing on the bottom of the tank. The big thing at the bottom is just an air bubble. Now, these stick-like things are actually cyanobacteria. They are very large, very long. These things are about 50 microns in width and then many microns long. You can see here the little needle-shaped guy, the diatom next to him, and he is a lot smaller. So here's more cyanobacteria. And they are also growing quite happily. So right now, unfortunately, we have a mix of everything growing on the bottom of our tank. Cyanobacteria, dinoflagellates, and diatoms. And we're just trying to hopefully get rid of these guys. Clean up the tank a bit. And make sure our GFO and carbon are working well. We're not overfeeding. And we're going to keep our tank clean to get rid of these pests.